How about an easy to prepare meal for dinner tonight? First, you're gonna need an oven-safe dish. I'm using ground round. This is just 1 pound of ground round. You're gonna need potatoes. I'm using red potatoes, but you're more than welcome to use any kind of potatoes that you have. You're gonna need half a package of cheese. I'm using American cheese, but you can use cheddar or Swiss or whatever cheese you prefer. And you're gonna need some garlic salt, half of a medium onion. I've got 2 cloves of garlic. It's got some spray because I'm gonna coat the pan before I put everything in there. The first thing I'm gonna do is spray my pan. Next, I'm gonna slice up all of my potatoes and get those ready. I've already washed these potatoes. And then I'm just gonna cut all of these potatoes about that thin. Okay, first we're gonna start with adding some of the ground meat to the bottom of our pan. So I'm just gonna put some, I'm gonna break it up a little bit, maybe a quarter of the bag. And then I'm gonna wash my hands. Then next, I'm gonna sprinkle some garlic salt on that. Then after the garlic salt, I'm just gonna lay some of these potatoes down in the bottom. Next, I'm gonna sprinkle some onion in there. Then we want a little bit more garlic salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some pepper in there. Then we wanna sprinkle cheese on top of that. Then we wanna go in with another layer of our hamburger meat. Like I said, just break it into little pieces. Gonna repeat this process till we've used up all of our hamburger meat, our cheese, and our potatoes. So with our last layer of meat, I'm just gonna put that last layer of potatoes on there. Then I'm gonna sprinkle my garlic salt, some pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of those onions. And then this layer is when I add my garlic. And then I'm gonna add the rest of my cheese. And then I forgot to mention earlier, but I also use half a stick of butter. And then I'm just gonna kind of put little pats of butter. Bake this for an hour on 350. So I'm gonna cover it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the oven so that it can start cooking. All right, our hamburger and potatoes have been in the oven now for about an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and check them. Give them a little bit of a stir to mix them up a little bit. Try not to break the potatoes. All right, let's give it a taste. Those are so good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in the oven at 350 without being covered this time. And I'm gonna probably leave those in there for about probably 20 minutes.